Watching Jacob Frey debate Omar Fateh during the mayoral race is amazing right now. Seeing him act like Omar Fateh's wrong for saying that the Minneapolis Police Department should absolutely arrest ICE officers, and then saying, oh, well, how would you do that? How would you do that? They have bigger guns than us. Well, if I were Omar Fateh, I would have said, well, we've militarized our police for years, saying that there are dangerous criminals all over the place that need us to be armed to the teeth to deal with. So deal with it. You have armed criminals in your city now. Deal with it. Deal with it. That's your job. If you are getting yourself in between ICE and protesters, you are protecting ICE. If you are dispersing using chemical agents from the public streets outside a hotel where ICE is staying so that they can get to sleep and terrorize people more effectively the next day, you are protecting ICE. If you are saying that there was a fire set on the same day that someone was executed in the street and you arrested a person that set a fire, you are protecting ICE. Did you arrest the ICE agent that shot somebody? And if Alex Preddy, I'm just thinking about this a little bit harder. If Alex Preddy kicked a taillight 6 or 11 days before he was killed out of the back of an ICE agent's SUV, that does not mean that he deserved to die. And even if he did it that day, would not mean that he deserves to die, because we have laws on the books for vandalism and causing minor property damage. There's already laws for that, and I guarantee you none of them call for execution, public or otherwise. These are simple answers for our Democratic politicians. These are simple answers. Yes, the police need to arrest ICE every chance they get. They need to arrest ICE for literally just being in a jurisdiction that is not theirs when they're on city property at this point, because they are part of a roving gang that is committing acts of violence, from property damage of cars and buildings up to murder and rape. They need to be removed from all cities. They need to be abolished as an organization, and every single person that is part of the organization needs to come up on charges. We can put harsher charges on the ones that actually committed murders, but anyone that joined this organization as it is now, or anyone that stayed in this organization the way it's been for the past several years, and especially the ones that have stayed this year, need to be prosecuted. And that's why we as taxpayers bought all those guns for you guys, was so that you could fight actual criminals that you scared us into thinking that really existed in our cities. I was never for it. I didn't want my city to get a Bearcat. Now I live in a much bigger city with much bigger arsenals, and I've been up on the hill of the sheriff's department and seen some of those arsenals, and it's horrifying. And now what? You can't use them? You can't use them to protect the people? You can only use them against the people. Gotcha. And by the way, Ro Khanna in an interview, I'm going to wrap it up with this, a little side note, but Ro Khanna in an interview this morning on Majority Report said that you need to shut down the government over ICE, because you cannot continue to fund a government who is killing its own people. Well, newsflash for Ro Khanna, our government's been killing its own people at a rate of about 3 or 4 a day for many, 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 many years. It's called police killings. It's called, also, you could tack on numbers for not adequately giving healthcare to our people and all the deaths that result from that. And that is an intentional, conscious choice of our ruling classes. So, yes, arrest ICE agents, use the weapons that we bought you and that the war on terror got you given as gifts, and deal with this.